introduction to result in clinical trials of stem cells on 10-year-old boy. He planned to put stem cells in the boy to save nerves, response, or get cancer. And the life of a young boy with unverified techniques was a line you simply didn't cross. And so on June 1st, Ryu made an anonymous post to an internet message board, claiming that Huang's team the message board producer's note is an award
oh my god, finally a good time.
Service in jail, as well as prompting wide-scale protests. I don't know why. Up in the story, producer's note took on Dr. Wong and the Sun. And all of the stories they reported on, because this one. The reporter who received the anonymous tip was Han Hatsu, and he worked with Ryu for 5 months to investigate the story he was telling. Ryu provided them with names, patient records, and even the email conversation he talked saying that Wong had pressured her to donate. Wong had allegedly accompanied her to the hospital. As for the fraud suspicion, he didn't have any hard evidence. So producer's notes started searching for other potential whistleblowers. They managed to find a second whistleblower willing to talk, later being a third. None of the 3 whistleblowers had worked on the 2005 paper, but all 3 of them suspected that something was off. With their help, producers notes started publishing news threads, and 5 months later, they uncovered a terrifying picture. Wong claimed publicly, repeatedly, that all eggs used in his research were donated voluntarily by women but producers note found this wasn't the case. Providing them with the identities of one of the donors said that she donated through an egg bank she found on the internet called rather DNA child on her own. She had only donated because she wanted to help one of these couples. When she was told what her eggs donated because they were offered money by the egg. One donor said she used money for another donor said that she recently had her house repossessed. This suggested a pattern in lower most often in the 20s, exploiting countries. They got just $1,400. As producers note interviewed more and more donors, another frightening trend was emerging. Around 20% of the donors experienced unexpected side effects from their surgeries. An egg extraction surgery can sometimes lead to bleeding and infection, which if untreated can be fatal. Some donors experienced stomach pains, queasiness, and some couldn't keep it. Others complained of having trouble getting pregnant. One donor had all the donors they hadn't been properly informed of potential risks before is the DNA for donating their eggs. They would send the donors to Cincinnati Hospital for the surgery, one of the labs affiliated with Wong's team. The doctors performing the surgeries seemed unaware of where the eggs were being sent, but told producers note that one of the hospital's directors and get this, the second officer when confronted, Rosa admitted to supplying eggs to Huang, not just for the 2005 paper, but the 2004 paper as well. Changed the eggs and swore that Huang was unaware of this fact. Why exactly his name was left off the 2004 paper is unclear. It was looking like the sheer scale of this operation was much bigger than anyone could have predicted. Together, eggs. Producers have estimated that at least 600 eggs. The actual number is far higher. This lies at fundamental difference because part of the breakthrough was how many eggs they used. most ethically dubious accusation against Huang. There was still the unsettled matter of whether he had coerced his own grad students to later identified as one of the researcher's husbands told this being done, and the other didn't call it anything or for safety. David Sirenowski's husband had told them which hospital the donation again, he was Michigan Hospital. Their records confirmed that Hawk had donated. Hawk denied no him in a terrible light. And the papers were lying about how many eggs were used. They just had to prove it.
Fuck, 22 seconds.
Had seen stem cells. The 2005 paper had 25 authors. The producer's note began by simply asking each of them what they had done for the papers. The answers they got were surprising. Many they spoke to said they had no direct involvement with Dr. Wong himself. It was looking like almost half the junior authors had never seen the second author on the paper had never seen the stem cells. That's a little shocking. Next was the big American fish, Gerald Chatton, who had this, frankly, quite embarrassing response.
I don't really remember. You must understand that when I come to Korea,
They had to exist somewhere because Huang had been granted patents for the cell, which would only be allowed if he deposited the stem cells in an internationally registered cell bank. Producer's note wanted to track down the cells used in the beginning of never existed. The major claim in the 2005 paper was Huang's team each of which corresponded to a specific. So of course, that meant that whichever lab did the DNA testing, maybe they saw the stem cells. But no, Huang hadn't sent the stem cells to the DNA testers. He had just sent 2 samples of DNA, one from the patient, and one from the patient, so of course there was no way to tell. The lab had tested DNA. Verify whether they were looking at stem cells. This was a pattern. 2 separate tests that may have been faked by using the patient's cells instead of the stem cells. There was another place the stem cells would have been tested, and unlike the DNA or immune tests, couldn't be verified stem cells. Teratoma can only grow from stem cells. In the 2005 paper, he claimed that of the 11 stem cell lines, 7 successfully researcher to say,
Have Professor Wang, Kang, or Kang Chun ever experimented with a skip mice?
Am I allowed to say this? They never brought the mice to this lab.
Wang has never experimented with a skip mice.
Not with the mice.
after months of interviews There were pictures of the cells. Someone when they finally sat down with Kid, in the interview, you can hear him hesitate to answer questions. He wants to move to a more private area. He asks if he's being filmed. The interviewer does not answer. Next, something questionable happens. The interviewer implies that isn't true. The interviewer will help protect him from being published pictures of melanoma, but only 2 stem cell tests. When writing the paper, must have been copied of stem cells, 2 to 3. Although bad, this could still be explained away as a mistake and not fraud. But Kim wasn't done. The most
I took staining pictures of 11 stem cells with 3 lines.
Let's say that you made 11 stem cells with 3 lines.
Yes.
11 pictures out of 3 cell lines.
Professor Huang.
Can you give it direct order?
Yes.
9 of the 11 stem cell lines. It was fraud. Was it a total fraud? Were those final 2 legitimate stem cells? The whistleblower agreed, suspected, or ordered someone in his many hospital to use IVF to produce stem cells and pretend they were from SCNT. This was a clever point because SCNT and IVF stem cells are difficult to tell apart from just photos alone, even by experts. But remember, IVF uses sperm and an egg, which combines to produce an embryo with 50% of its DNA from each. SCNT can produce a clone. The DNA should 100% match. The only way to tell for sure is a DNA test. The producer's note was going to do just that. However, when they requested DNA samples from Paul, he said he was unable to find them. That he, quote, forgot where he put them. Classic response. After several days of back and forth, the producer's note threatened to go to Mrs. Holmes' Henry cancer center in New York. They had previously been given samples of the stem cell lines. This the samples. Producer's note then went to 2 separate labs approved by the government. Analyze the results. Surprise! Stem cells already, but they weren't clones. They had them dead to rights. Producer's note had the story of decades. But first, something else happened. Gerald Shatner had just publicly cut ties with Warner. The House of Cards was going to fall sooner than expected, but not the way they expected. November 2000. A lot of events are going to happen in very quick succession in the next several weeks, so we just about to get this. Producers Know will end up airing their first episode about Huang on November 22nd, but only because of a series of dominoes that began to fall that ended up forcing their hand. In early November, the Korean Cybercrime Investigation Unit arrested the employees of the online service DNA Bank and several other illegal egg brokers. This is the first major crackdown in the country under the Bioethics Safety Act, which came into effect on January 9th. Linked to Huang's Stem Cell Hub and all collaborations. Quote, I now have information my trust is shaken. I am sick at heart. My decision is grounded solely on concerns regarding egg donations and Huang's research reported in 2004. Notice the careful wording. He doesn't apply And when your status goes up twice, you get challenged, even if you become 6 times more modest. Gotta be honest, didn't really follow that. He stressed that he wasn't in this business. Quote, "Computer scientist, but they would belong to the government, not to our lab. Yet, don't you know, he holds another trust fund. Again,
Let's go.
to donate, but in a move that stunned the nation, he announced resigning from all information office. I was blinded by work. I drive virtue. On the surface, Wong looks like he's an idiot, but he's too young. He's just made a brilliant tactical move to save himself. Mass media and the network that Wong has called for years being put to the test. He's laying a trap. Think about what he's just done with his resignation. On the one hand, he denies personal wrongdoing. He chooses to self-sacrifice his career, all the while stressing just how important his work was. He's falling on his sword in the most dramatic way possible, knowing that the outrage, not him, but the people who put him in the situation, people who are halting his life-saving stem cell transplant. Unironically, the prevailing sentiment is that Wong had done nothing. Out of a sample of 10,000 people, 86% did not consider
Ooh, that's a good watch your time.
to be a critical
Yeah. Here, pause my YouTube video. Just make it on speedrun.com. Hi, Zavlov. Zavlov? Is that how you say it? Zavlov? Chat, this is a good run, chat. I'm not live, I just say chat. It's fine. This is it. Oh my god, this is it. Finally. I've been working so hard for this. Oh my god. Oh my god, yes! Oh my god! Oh, 2-9. Dude, I've actually been at this for like hours for all I know. I lose track of time. I've literally been at this for like hours. Oh man. Oh man. Oh wow. 219.